All right, some more information has come out about the chip. I found a thread here on Twitter, and it comes from this guy's feed, Wall Street Silver, and it says, "Are you going to let them insert the C-hip? This is getting really dystopian." Yeah, it is becoming dystopian. It's not a utopia. Um, it's not perfect. It's imperfect. It's going to bring forth chaos, but a lot of people are ignorant to that fact. They don't understand that taking this is going to lead to your downfall. And in this little short clip here, 32 seconds, they promote that it's promoting that taking the C-hip is actually it's actually convenient, and you're going to be better off taking it when you're really not, pursuing to Revelation 13 and 15 on down. So I'm going to play the 32-second clip, and then I'm going to get some precepts. Now, before I do, I'm going to just get into Ezekiel 3 and 17, because we keep pushing the chip. We keep pushing it, and sometimes it may come off as redundant, but that's our job. We're here to just relay the message to you, right? We have to keep telling you, and by you, we're talking about you Israelites. We have to keep telling you because it's our job. We're here. We're set up to warn the people. Whether the message may come off as being repetitive or redundant, we have to keep telling you over and over and over because that's our job. Alright, so before I get started, as always, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that do teach well, and that have taught me this truth. To you I say shalom, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwame Yashar and Ababa Ball. Alright, Ababa Ball, man. Death to Babylon, man. And it's going to fall, and it's going to die real soon through thermonuclear destruction and through the Lord coming back, destroying this place. That's prophesied. That's written. That's prophesied in the Bible, and that's an actual prophecy. And we are close to that prophecy being fulfilled. All right. So let me just get Ezekiel chapter 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Okay, a watchman is another title for prophet. Okay, because a prophet they say things before it happens. Another word for prophet is a seer. A seer is someone that sees into the future, or they see what happens before it happens, right? Unto the house of Israel. Who is Israel? 12 tribes that come out of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You 12 tribes, starting with Judah all the way down to Issachar. That's talking about you. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And the Lord's mouth is the prophets. Okay, on planet Earth, they're set up to give you the message. They're set up to tell you and give you the instructions of what the Lord wants you to do. And a lot of people have a problem with that, especially our people. Our people are known for killing the prophets, and that's because the prophets, man, they didn't speak smooth words. They didn't speak smooth things. The prophets, when they came around, man, people were afraid. They were frightened, and they knew that it was a bad thing when the prophets rolled up, because the prophets were going to tell you that pretty much you were in danger. And you better change your ways. And if you don't change your ways, you're going to get jacked up. And that was always the case with Israel, right? But our nation has a habit for killing the prophets. So a lot of our people, they have a problem with what the men of the Lord have to say, especially the men in Great Millstone. And the different camps, too, that are not in GMS. But primarily Great Millstone, because they have, they're very consistent, and they've been pushing, they have the 100% truth. Alright, so anyways, verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. So he's going to die, he's going to die in his wickedness, right? But his blood will I require at thine hand. So even though he was wicked, he's still gonna die, but we're gonna suffer too, because his blood is gonna be upon our hands because we didn't warn him, right? So the prophet's job is to warn the wicked as well, right? To tell him to change. You better get on track, and you better go along with what the Lord wants, and that's why we do these videos, right? It's for the wicked of our nation too. They have to hear the message, whether they hear or forbear, and that takes the blood off of our hands, so we're not guilty, right? Because we have the knowledge, so we have to share the knowledge, right, with our people. So verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. That's right, he's going to die in his own iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul, and we delivered our soul. Okay, whether they hear or forbear, we delivered our soul because we told them the truth, we told them the message, right? So there's a reward when it comes to warning the wicked or warning the people. It's that reward is salvation, right? So, and that's what we want. That's why we warn you guys constantly about what's going to take place in the future. All right, so anyways, I covered that, so let's go into the clip.
I put a microchip in my arm and it's the best thing ever. This chip is a powerhouse. It's got everything I need. A credit card, my ID, my medical info, and even my keys. And when it's time for groceries, you just tap your wrist and bam! Transaction done. It's like magic. In a medical emergency, it can save my life. Experts can easily identify me and my medical history. I feel like a sci-fi character and I'm loving it. This amazing chip is totally free. That's right, no more digging into your pockets. And the best part, the surgery is quick. They'll give you a cookie afterwards. I put a microchip.
I'll give you a cookie. I have a credit card already. I can buy all the cookies I want. I'm a grown-ass man. But anyways, when you get that cookie, do they charge it on your chip afterwards? But anyway, that's how people are thinking out here. People are very simple, all right? It doesn't take much to persuade people to destroy themselves. But that's the world we live in. So, they just promoted in the clip here that it's all about your convenience. Your life will be much easier. When you go to the grocery store, you just tap and go. You have your medical information on it. The surgery's quick and easy. It's free, right? Because nobody likes to pay for anything. People are cheap. So it's free. So it's all for your convenience, right? It benefits you at the end of the day. But that's not true when you go into the scriptures. It's not going to benefit you. It actually makes you an enemy in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? So a lot of people are ignorant to that fact. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 38, and it says, "But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant." So you know what? We told you the truth. If you want to stay ignorant, if you want to be stupid about it, then be stupid about it. Remember, the blood is off of our hands. We get salvation at the end of the day because we told you about this, right? We told you if you take the chip, you're going to get judged, all right? So if you want to be ignorant, all right? If you can't get it, then we're moving on. That's it, all right? Let's get the word ignorant here, all right? To be ignorant, not to know, not to understand, unknown, to err or sin through mistake, be wrong. That's right. A lot of you are wrong, man. A lot of you can't accept the truth, right? You like to be ignorant. You'd rather not understand what's going on. So you know what? You wanna be like that? Okay, stay there. That's your problem, not our problem. All right. So, anyways, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, and that's really going into the elect. The elect, they're not going to be ignorant of Satan's devices. All right, and I believe that device is a evil intent, nomea, a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose, that which thinks, the mind, thoughts, or purposes. And a part of that device is the MOTB, the C-hip, right? That's for an evil purpose, right? And it took them centuries to think of this, right? And to bring it into motion. Took them hundreds of years to get to this point. You know, they had so much think tanks. They were brainstorming, indoctrinating you people over the centuries to buy into this, and it's worked. But it ain't gonna deceive the elect. But it's gonna deceive you simple people out here, you people that are not destined for salvation. You're gonna get caught up into this. All right, so last one, Revelation chapter 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That mark is going into the charagma. Okay, and that's what's going to go into your hand. See, that's why she's holding her wrist here. That's what's going into your hand, man. And it's going to be any hand. It's not just talking about your right hand. It can be anywhere in your body, right? But it's preferably your right hand or your forehead, because those parts in your body generate the most heat to stimulate the C-hip. Okay, so it can go anywhere, right? So just keep that in mind. Both small and great, and that's right, small and great. Small status, high status, rich and poor. Yeah, people who have a lot of money and people who don't have a lot of money. People who are eating out of garbage cans. You're the poor, right? Free and bond, people who are free citizens, people who are bond, who are incarcerated. You got to get it. So this entails every single person, okay, every single person in society, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Yeah, and you can't buy or sell if you don't have this, right? So it's going to get to that point. If you don't put this in your body, you won't be able to buy or sell, which means you won't be able to function in society, right? And you can see the infrastructure being put in place in these different stores. You go into these different corporate stores like Panera Bread, Walmart, Target. The infrastructure is being set up in these stores to go right along with the C-hip. You're seeing it. Everything's tap and go. Everything is about surplus value, right? Tap and go. You can just go look up surplus value yourself, right? But yeah, it's all tap and go. Cashless, right? Scanning your hand. You take out your cell phone. You just scan. You have the Q&R code, right? So the infrastructure has been put in place to go right along with the C-hip. Okay, so let's go back here. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. So 666, and that's the barcode, or the universal barcode, which is on every single item that you buy. All right, let's look at the universal barcode. Okay, so that's a universal barcode. So every item that you buy or consume, it has a barcode on it, right? There's a barcode. Everything has a barcode. So now the barcode is going to be on you. You are going to be the barcode. And you are a universal product code. That's what they call it. But yeah, which if you have a barcode on you, that means you're property, man. But people don't see it that way. People don't see it that way. This is going to make you a slave. That's why I said you're going to be the universal product code. Really, you're going to be slaves of the elites. And guess what? They ain't taking the C-hip. They ain't taking the C-hip, but you are. So anyways, man, I'm done. So that's all I have here. That's a quick video. So until next time, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kotash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, that do teach well and have taught me this truth. To you I say shalom, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.